What's up, everybody? Welcome to another PGA 2K TGC Tour episode with your boy Ramble Ray. Today I played yesterday. I messed up. I recorded, actually it's 2 days ago. I recorded the episode and totally forgot that I had streamed a Black Ops 2 throwback tournament the previous week. And I hadn't been on my computer all weekend because I was out bowling a tournament in Tulsa. And I forgot that I had the settings with my Corsair mic and not my actual table mic, and I didn't have my Corsair plugged in, so I thought my table mic was working, but it wasn't. So basically I was just mute for the whole episode, and then I don't really want to put you guys through that. I think it's much more fun with the commentary, so we're going to wing it and start doing commentary during these, at least for this four next episodes, sorry. We're going to do it this way. So I'm showing you guys right now on screen. We got promoted to the Elite Tour after our first two official rounds in the Kinetic Tour. We played well enough to get granted a promotion. I believe we got fourth last week, and then we got, I think it was the top 12 or 12th the week before, so I guess that was good enough to get put into the freaking Elite Tour. So we're already making our way up through the career mode of the TGC world. And yeah, we actually would have finished second in the Elite Tour because we did a video on that, just kind of like a practice round. And we would have finished second in the previous week. So really, we're kind of looking forward to playing some good golf in the Elite Tour. And I'm excited for this one. Obviously, I kind of know what happened already. You're going to see me pretty giddy in the video. We start off with not a great drive, hooked it a little bit. I played this course with Ben. Actually, we've played this course on my channel before, like last week. And when our 1v1 matches with Ben. The greens are not much slope. It's really just about trying to put it as close as possible and give yourself a makeable chance to put on the right side of the greens. And for the most part, the pin locations were pretty easy, especially in the first round. So our putting was really kind of the main reason why we're going to play so well. And I mean, again, I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but this is pretty exciting stuff. So we start with a good putt, really read that properly, and make a good execution. As you see the scores right now, 3 under through 4 holes is the lead. Obviously we're trying to look to beat that. And one thing I noticed from my play, and one thing I adjusted for my play from the previous videos, is really the basis of not really taking a longer club and putting backspin to go less. I've found that it's much easier to actually take the shorter club and add a little bit more. So we're going to do a lot in this video, and you're going to see my proximity to the hole as far as distance is concerned is a lot better. So for those of you that are trying to play these TGC tournaments and are trying to get better, definitely something I would look forward to. Especially since, typically we miss a lot longer than shorter. So taking a shorter club, and if we go a little fast, typically won't result in like some really bad results. So, but yeah, really great start, 300 through 3 holes. As you can see, I'm a little pumped after every hole, really getting excited about again, I really wish that we had the commentary, but we don't, so we're going to deal with it. Here we go for the Hail Mary right off the bat. Take the driver off the deck. Try and put one close. Again, we're trying to hit it perfect here. As you can see, the very small margin of error we have, but we absolutely strike one right down the middle of the green, get a really good bounce straight forward, and actually put it over the plateau, pin high left, and that is the way you want to start right there. Got a 10-footer for eagle, and it's dead straight. I mean, you cannot be more, I mean, it can't be a better start. You kind of see it wobble a little bit. They went left a little bit and then went back right, but yeah, the birdie eagle start. Definitely our best start we've had on a TGC event. And again, we've played this golf course before, so we kind of have a general idea. The par 5s are extremely gettable. And yeah, we made the mistake there of actually going perfect instead of going fast. I don't think I'm going to change my mentality off the tee. It's really hard to hit drives perfect all the time. But for the most part, on iron shot, you're going to see me try a lot more to go perfect rather than try and go fast. There's a few shots still where I feel like going fast helps me, especially when there's slopes, and I just want to make sure I hit one in the slope to give myself the best chance to hit a good shot. But yeah, as you see, I kind of see the slope kind of bouncing to the right there, so we go a little shorter club and just kind of hope that we hit it on the slope, and we actually go fast, and we get really lucky there. That was not a good shot. We went fast while we were trying to go perfect, and we ended up missing in the right spot to where it kicked off the slope and rolled by. But again, it's playing to the miss of the slope, which gave us the best chance. I get a really good read on the putt here, put a really good stroke on it, and dead center, and that is a deserved fist pump right there. 5 under through 4 holes to start the round. That is just insanity start. Can't express how happy I am at this point to really start in this fashion. This is another kind of tricky one. The wind wasn't blowing that hard this round. I had to gauge about 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 top like miles an hour. So I felt like I could kind of attack a lot of flags, and we hit a draw there to try and get it the shape towards the flag, land on the flat part of the green where we could predict the ball roll, and hit an absolute beauty, pin high. I mean, inside 10 feet, another straight putt. I mean, yeah, we left the ball, unwillingly in this case, but we left the ball pin high and give ourselves a lot of easy putts this round. We've hit a few really good putts, but for the most part, you're going to see a lot of the putts I made were just kind of straight no-brainers that are just kind of obviously easy. We want to give yourself the easiest chance to make a putt. And for those who are trying to get better, granted, the closer you put the ball to the hole, obviously the better it is because you don't have to make big judgment calls on breaks. But if you look at these greens, there's always kind of a soft spot near the flag, and that's really where I was trying to play it as much as I could and use the slopes to kind of bound it towards the hole. And we put another really good stroke on that here. I mean, we're just firing on all cylinders at this point. Even that rolled by a little more than I thought, but again, like we're so close to the hole, and the greens aren't. Where the pins are located, they're so basically flat. But yeah, we have the dream start. I mean, was it 7 under through 6 holes? The closest guy on PC at this point is 5 under through 12. So we have a chance to kind of blow the field out of the water here. I think this was the only greedy tee shot of hell around. So we're actually believe we're trying to hit this perfect. We see the wind going a little left. We put a little fade on it, and we actually just stripe it again. Every shot we're trying to hit is perfect. And again, as you see the ball, if we went fast, for sure would have ended up in the rough. And with the draw aspect, probably will roll in the rough. So we gave ourselves the best opportunity to really make something happen. So here we get, we're 5 feet downhill, a little downwind, and you can see all the slope is kind of going forward. So I'm actually being a little greedy here. I'm trying to land this basically like barely on the green or even just a little short of it and expect it to roll off that slope a little bit. You can see me pointing with my cursor. I'm just trying to hit a good shot, and we hit a perfect shot again. The wind pushed it a little harder than I thought, but I believe this is going to carry the distance we were looking for, just barely land it on the front. It's going to roll past a little bit, and actually ends up being the worst result we had all round. But when you're on, you are on. And as you guys know, our chipping is pretty good. I mean, we set this up basically spot on, make execution. We're trying to figure out the distance where we're trying to hit it at. And the clang, just drip it in. And that is hot right there, fam. That is extremely hot. 8 under through 7. Can we go crazy low? I think our best round was it a TGC tour? I think it was a 58. Well, I don't know if I know if we broke in 60. Maybe 59 is our lowest round, but definitely looking like we have a chance to take that on right now, especially knowing that there's a few easy par 5s in the back that we can possibly make eagles on. So again, the goal is to really just keep hitting good shots, hit so much straight as we can, and really keep the ball in play. And our driving, again, the fast mentality to me is still the best way to play the driver shots. And we got a little lucky there. That could have easily rolled in the rough, but it didn't. Another kind of similar shot as earlier. We go with the shorter club and just trying to use the slope to our advantage. We're a little uphill lie, so I think I'm going to add, I don't remember if I add a little distance. I think I do, if I remember correctly. But I think I just determined that the wind is going to be enough to get it through the horn. So we're just trying to go, and we go a little fast, which actually probably would have helped a little bit here. But granted, that's really using the slope to our advantage. Like, it went a little long. If we go perfect there, that's probably pin high. And the last thing we wanted to do is just like land super short. So again, just kind of leaving the ball in the right place. We're making every putt we have, and 9 under through 8. I mean, this is absolutely nuts. I don't think I couldn't imagine having as good a start. And again, our first Elite Tour event is just an absolute banger so far. So another good drive, pointing at the right edge of the fairway, just hit a little draw in the middle with the fastness and swing. And again, another scoring opportunity. This one's a little weird if I remember correctly, because we're on such a big downslope. So I actually almost went against my mentality of like going with the longer or the shorter club and taking the roll into effect. What I don't like here is really the fact that I got a lob wedge and we're hitting into the wind. So I feel like getting rolled out of the shot would be pretty difficult. But we go with it anyways, and we went fast, which wasn't ideal, but I think we get away with it because of the wind here. Actually worked out perfectly. It did roll out a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't ideal. I think perfect would have been kind of pin high left, and we leave ourselves with probably the hardest putt we've had so far. I'm looking to hit this pretty hard through the break, but I think this is the first one I miss. I think we just underread. I mean, yeah, it just looks right now. I can already tell I underread this. It's for sure going to break a lot more than I thought, and yeah, there you go. First miss. All right, adrenaline was pumped a little bit, obviously, as we were 8 under or 9 under through 8. But yeah, 9 under par for front 9. I mean, that is just absolute sauce. Granted, this is probably the easiest golf course that I've played on in the TGC tours so far. It's a really nice golf course. It's a good layout. But yeah, definitely not the hardest. This is the first drive. I believe we're going to, actually the second fairway. We missed the fairway on one. But yeah, again, I was trying to go for a perfect drive, kind of similar to the drive we had earlier. But again, the lie's not terrible. We're hitting into the wind, and we're just, again, the whole green slopes left to right. So we're just going to try and hit one towards the flag, maybe a little less of it, and just roll it back there and hope that we get the right distance. And it looks, I mean, that's pretty darn good considering we're in the rough. So again, another chance. This is a kind of a 2-part breaker putt. Really not breaking that much, but hopefully we read this one properly. Our putting has been a lot better since we started the cursor low, and yeah, that's gonna catch the edge. Yes, that is sexy right there. 10 under through 10. But yeah, I found that putting the cursor, starting the cursor near the putter instead of on top of the screen has been a lot easier to keep the ball. Like, I can kind of keep visually the line of which I'm putting with the cursor in my eyesight, while also keeping the kind of the club. But yeah, I like this. I thought this was one of my better shots all around. I thought I gauged this perfectly, but it was so downwind that it just rolled forever past the flag and gave ourselves kind of a gnarly putt where it breaks a lot at the start and then not much at the end, and we have to just gauge. We have to gauge this one perfectly. But we've had a few. It's kind of cool because, I mean, not kind of cool. It's definitely one of the easier things as well is the fact that a lot of the greens are similar. Like, we've kind of seen a few putts that have broken in similar ways. So we've been kind of able to gauge a lot of these breaks pretty easily. And yeah, just smash it down the middle. Perfect putt. But because we haven't, like, it's hard. I feel like it's harder to read the putts properly when you have a wide variety of putts where, like, one breaks a lot, one breaks a little less, and then one breaks not at all. Because especially when we start making a lot of putts with the kind of the break being similar, whether it's on each side of the hole, you kind of have a very quick memory of what the last shot acted like. And I feel like that's one of the huge points of why I played so well this round, is because, I mean, most of the shots we didn't really leave any putts or any shots on the wrong side of the hole. We made a lot of good shots. I think this is one where I try and go fast, or I try and go perfect. I think I gave it a little bit. We try and go perfect, which we did, but I clearly didn't aim enough left of the flag, giving the win. I was a little worried I was going to go fast, and it seemed like the left, as you can see, the red lines on the back of the green would have pulled the ball back. So I just gave myself really a chance to put it near the flag. Right at the flag, regardless of what's going to happen, or even closer if I went fast. So, but another kind of makeable putt, and another made putt, and yes, the fist pumps are real this round. I mean, absolutely pressure. I mean, it's just spot on golf right now. 486-yard par 5, super gettable hole. Again, like there's been a lot of holes in this course, and that's one of the reasons why I feel like this is one of the easiest course we've played, because there's just the par 5 is just so easy. And there's like 2 par 3s that are like basically sand wedges or gap wedges off the tee. Here's the first shot all around where I try to manufacture a shot with the fastness. I feel like this was a mistake. Or actually, I end up trying to go perfect. I don't recall. No, I ended up trying to go perfect. I lied. It might be another round. Again, I'm trying to recall what I did, but I'm really trying to land this short of the green and let it kick on. So we're aiming a little left, a little short, but sadly we went fast. So that's going to keep the ball from taking the trajectory we're looking for. Speed-wise, I think we had it spot on. If that would have kicked towards the hole, I mean, we would have been kind of just barely on the green and roll a little near the flag, and it would have been amazing. So chip for eagle. I mean, with how we've been playing, you never know. And I don't remember. Oh no, we didn't aim it far enough right. We hit a little too hard for the break line we chose. But I mean, pretty easy putt. Another bird, just kind of a kicking bird. Don't even have to think about it. And we are now 13 under through 13 holes. I mean, we're really kind of going for that super massive low score. The 54 is kind of in sight. Yeah, probably the worst drive I hit all around there. Kind of aim a little too far right, leaving myself with the toughest kind of lie of a shot that I've had. As you saw, the lines were super red under my feet, so the ball's way above my stance. My club's basically glitching into the ground. But another great shot. Great club selection, and just perfect. Really, everything just kind of was going. We were just working all cylinders. Landed a little short, so a little pass, but still, I was kind of mad. It kicked a little right there, as you saw my face. Or you can't see my reaction, sadly. As I'm talking, I apologize if I kind of, because I'm looking at the gameplay that I put, so I'm seeing my facial reaction. But yeah, we try and make the putt. We underread it just ever so slightly. I mean, a little more speed would have been perfect. But yeah, it's just it's a sad shot, but it is what it is. Again, another like basically a kick and par. Granted, we're going for the big scores, so we're really making sure we're putting all the effort to try and go as low as we can. Since it's always better to go with a lead. But yeah, another kind of easier hole, par 5. I mean, 500 something yards, really not much. We actually make a really good decision here to hit the 6-iron, if I remember correctly. So we're actually looking a little right of the flag. We're looking at the bump, and we're hitting a little draw into it. We're going for the perfect shot, and again, we hit the perfect shot. I mean, our tempo was just pure this round. And there was a little slope at the front of the green. I kicked left, and we take that, and we just roll it all the way pin high. I mean, we could have been a little more aggressive with the line, but again, I was kind of just playing the center of the green. If I went a little fast, I think that would have rolled just a little past the flag, been at the flag. So really gave ourselves the ideal line to really put one and give ourselves a chance. And how we're putting this round, that's really all we're looking for. Make a putt. Do we make this? Oh my God, we do. Look at that. Clutch, baby. Let's go. Back to birdie golf. The Eagle, 5th for 15 under through 15. I mean, this is extremely unrealistic golf. But yeah, I mean, we're just making the best of what we got. So another really good drive down the middle. Again, just like the fairways aren't that hard to hit. There's like 2 or 3 fairways that are a little weird because you kind of got to fit the ball in. But for the most part, it's really not the hardest kind of golf course off the tee. Again, we're just going with the shorter club, adding a little distance. We have a little wind in the face, but we're just looking for the ball to kind of roll to the flag rather than just kind of stop at the flag. I feel like it's been a lot easier to control the little ones that bounce. And even when they do bounce a little too far, they typically don't go that far. While if you try and judge the backspin and you land it a little past the flag and it kicks forward and it actually rolls out, it's just so hard to kind of judge it and deal with it practically in the right space. So, barely judged that one right. And I mean, we were basically almost missed it. But yeah, 16 under through 16s. As you see, I have a 5-stroke lead right now, which I'm trying to increase. There's this 17 is the last kind of hard hole. 18 is a super easy par 5, which in my opinion should be a guaranteed birdie for anyone who's playing this tournament. So we got a gap, this is the first shot where we're kind of forced to hit the lob wedge, and we're going to take a lot of distance off of it, 13 feet uphill. As long as we're not kind of long on that slope on the right of the hole, it looks pretty flat near the hole. So it's another kind of a shot where you don't really have to put it that close. But again, we hit a really good shot, good tempo, and actually goes a little long. But it's not terrible. Again, the green is pretty flat near the hole. We just got to make a putt. This is what I was talking about earlier in terms of the putts that are seeing similar putts. This is basically the exact same putt we had last hole. And I just gave it a little more to the right. I actually hit it way too hard, which is why I barely caught a hole. But that's the kind of round we're having. It's just straight buckets. That hole is massive. And like I said, 530-yard par 5 downhill last hole. I mean, this is like such an easy birdie hole. We have a chance to go 54 to start the tournament, and 350. We have 177 yards into the green, and here comes the biggest mistake that we played all round long. We try and go 1 club less. I honestly think I should have went 2 club less. The only place we can't miss it is back left. Like as you can see where I'm pointing, I'm trying to kind of land this right, and the back left area is the only place that we're going to roll off the green. So I try and hit a perfect shot, and I go fast, and I took way too much club. Even if I went perfect, I think it would have been past the hole.
Here's our third
and
shot.
here we get really greedy. So this is the shittiest slide we've had all around, 66% to 73. So kind of a 70% chip shot, and we take way too much club. I mean, we're trying to make this in reality. We're trying to hit it 19 under, but we go very fast, which we're trying to do, and we blow us by the hole. And again, this is a kind of an awkward putt. It's supposed to break a lot at our feet and pause and then break a little bit of the hole, but we just overread this putt and it never had a chance. And that is disappointing. That is a very disappointing finish. I mean, just a par on a 530-yard par 5, but still 17 under par, 55. Madness in the house. Absolutely sick round of golf. 6-stroke lead on the PC World. I mean, that is just, I need some thumbs up for that one. I need some comments, some props, some kudos for that round, because that was pure. That was absolutely incredible. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry again for not the live commentary. I feel like that's better, but I really didn't want to upload this with just being silent and just hear the commentator. So I decided to do some little commentary over it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe if you like this better, I can mix these up sometimes. I can kind of do some rounds where I'm just doing a live commentary and some rounds where I'm doing this kind of commentary where I'm a little bit talking about the stuff, not necessarily each shot on the point, but really doing stuff like that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoyed the content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.